Are you ready? It is a long journey.
I must leave Siwa. There are others to whom I must deliver justice. Especially the one known as the Snake.
How will you find these men?
Aya has been tracking them in Alexandria. I must find her.
She said she would be visiting her cousin at the Great Library.
Great Library?
And she said if you are coming to tell you one word. Serapis.
Serapis? The god that Greeks and Egyptians share. Of course, I see.
And Bayek, do something about that beard.
Goodbye, my friend.
Oh shit! Layla, you need a refill on cyclosporin. Stat. Layla! Wakey, wakey! Don't make me come down there. Layla? Layla! Come on back. Layla, are you with me? Habibti.
Told you not to call me that.
Thing is, the fastest way to get your attention is to piss you off.
I'm paying attention.
Okay, you need to take a break. The Animus is rejecting you.
I'm fine.
Yes, but your kidneys aren't. Go add more cyclosporin before they shut down.
Yes, Nurse Geary.
That's Medical Officer Geary to you. So? How did it go?
My mods are holding. Subject's memories are perfectly clear. If this doesn't convince Abstergo to give me a place on the Animus Project, nothing will.
Amazing! Who do you have in there?
His name is Bayek of Siwa. The death of his son turned him into a killer.
Think he'd be of interest to Abstergo?
Don't start.
You know, they're not gonna be happy with how he handled this assignment.
They know I don't work by the book.
Well, this time you lit the book on fire and then stomped on it. Anyway, none of this will matter if you're comatose. Now go get that cyclosporin. Still looking for the cyclosporin? I definitely packed it in the med kit.
Come forth by day, and I will guide you home.
Who are you talking to?
Bayek's mummy.
Real chatterbox, that one.
Gladstone Kittredge, Esquire. You're fucking kidding me. Need that med kit. Got the cyclosporin.
2 cc should do it. Don't forget the alcohol wipe. I wish I was there to help.
You do a good job looking after me, even from the hotel. And I know how you like your aircon. Damn it, my papers went everywhere.
Whoops, anything important?
Yeah, the notes on the Animus. Shouldn't get too far from the cave. Generator's holding up. Good job, Layla. Here's the blueprint for my dialysis system mod.
Could have used a bigger fluid chamber.
Could have used a bigger piece of tape over your mouth.
Whoa, so aggro.
The genetic sequencer blueprint. Never got the creases out. One bar. No, half a bar. One bar. No, half a bar. So long, and thanks for all the fish, Berkeley. March 21st, 2006. The day Layla Hassan drops out of college. That's right, Professor Moore. I'm not finishing that Jane Eyre paper. I got a job, and I'm headed to Philly next week. This whole classroom thing, it's not for me. Mom and Dad are freaking out, but they'll accept it. I'll be working towards something real, making real money, and I'll be closer to home. Not that I'll visit any more often. Sophia promised there'd always be a place for me at Abstergo, as long as I show them what I can do with a circuit board and a pair of pliers. Sure, I'll have to work my way up to a place on her special project, but that doesn't matter. It won't be long before she or her father, Mr. Alan Ricken, notices what I'm capable of and asks for my help on the Animus. I swear, I get more done reading the latest copy of Wired on the toilet than the rest of the guys do all day in the lab. I mean, the body band? Really? If people can't take a walk on their own, they aren't going to listen to a watch that tells them to do it either. This is all so pointless. I should just go back to... Wait. That's probably what the body band would tell me to do. What I should do is build something that will simultaneously blow people's minds and the doors off the Animus Project. Nothing at Abstergo Fitness is going to be big enough for that. I'm bored as hell. But there's nothing like boredom to stimulate creativity. Yep. I think the body band needs a little adjustment to its language processing program. The right decision always feels like home. My stuff's the same. My locker smells the same. It's like I never left. But I did. And I can never unlearn what I know now. How will it change my work at the Historical Research Division? Hard to say. All I know is that it will. Our Dom booked us a lunch. Nothing fancy. She wanted me to meet Deanna Geary, my new medical officer. She looks like she was born in the middle of a cornfield, but she seems okay. I can't believe she left homemade cookies on my desk. I don't know why I told her about getting stood up last weekend. I never talk about personal stuff at work. At least it seems like I can trust her. You need that to stay alive in the field. Too bad most of Abstergo's tactical units don't consider trust a priority. Aho, the portable Animus. No mention in the official credits, but all those emails, all those middle-of-the-night phone calls from Madrid, there's a lot of me in there. Sophia, if I'd known you just wanted to strip mine my brain and leave me in the dark, I never would have followed you. Go away! There's no candy here! Nothing in life is ever free. Ever. The Animus. I can tell. I know it wouldn't have worked without my advice. Just look how they did the heat sink, the VRMs, the high amperage rating by transistor. It was me who told them it would offset failure of the... What's this? Hello there, DNA reader module. Are you ringing my doorbell? Maybe there's some candy here after all. I've come to the conclusion that Sophia is shit at hiring staff. The entire Madrid facility. Ugh. How do they not see it? It would be so easy. You just have to parse the genetic memory input and work from smaller data pools. You could even process incomplete samples and still create a reliable model for high levels of synchronization. The reader module and the decryption software would need an update, but it's doable. Madrid's probably congratulating themselves just for getting this far. Meanwhile, I'm partying with some congealed veggie curry, 3 plasma screens, a disassembled Animus, and Raw Victoria's debut album on loop. Sahete. Dee will be mad when she sees how I use Milton's DNA, but what did she expect when she asked me for help? I needed someone's genetic profile to test the Animus, and, well, his was right there. All in the name of science. I like morning briefings. They're short, minimal nonsense, and they have free coffee. No downtime this week. They're putting me and Dee on a plane to Alexandria 2 days from now. I don't get why Hathaway's in such a rush. We're being deployed to extract an artifact. If it were a person of interest, the push would make more sense. A person could be halfway across the world in a couple of hours. But an artifact that's been sitting around for 2,000 years, it's not going anywhere. An artifact of high interest. Heard that before. It always ends up being some crappy pottery shard or half an old book. My animus runs on DNA, not tableware. It'll be strange visiting Egypt for the first time since 2013. Back then I went looking for my roots, and found trouble instead. It's good that Dee's coming. She always keeps me from doing anything too stupid. Turns out the artifact of high interest is also a person of interest. A mummy. And a golden opportunity. I've informed Dee of some changes I'm making to our assignment parameters. She acted mad, but I know she's eager to see my animus field tested. Abstergo won't mind. Well, they would if they found out, but they won't. Hathaway's intel was a disaster. They have no idea what's going on with this extraction. Field tech is fun and all, but that's not why I left Berkeley. If the animus lets me ride DNA this old, if the reader can model the missing codons and extrapolate the genetic memories that aren't mine, Sophia would lose her Abstergo. Abstergo will come to me on their hands and knees. My name will be right up there with Warren Viddick's. Ana Metakida Minda. Too bad the Madrid facility got blown up. But I bet they'll build a new one soon. This one will be in Philly, and its lead engineer will be Leila Hassan.
Going back in. This is so badass.
Be careful.
Whoa. I must protect this great land. Alexandria is where the snake thrives, and Aya lives. I must find them both. Yamu. Home to my old friend Menehet. He will be in the temple. He always is.
No one can help me. No one has seen my book. Have you seen my Book of the Dead in your travels, Medjay? I went all the way to Memphis to buy it.
No. How was it lost?
Bandits. They came from the dunes nearby. When their leader saw how I cared for the book, he wrenched it from me. I thought my heart would stop.
I can help. I do not fear them.
I have been praying for someone like you. That book will unite me with my wife's spirit.
There you are, Father. We are going home.
But this Medjay is helping me.
Oh, yes? You are going to find his book? If by some miracle you do, thank you.
Did you hear where the bandits meant to go?
Oh, the leader told the others to meet him at the necropolis, I think.
We live nearby.
I am not going home until I...
Father, the book is gone.
Bayek! What good fortune! I thought it would be years before we saw you again.
Hail in peace, Menehet. How is your family?
The children seem to grow larger by the minute. My wife and I have our hands full. And you? Is there any news of...
None.
I forget myself. There are so many things in your life best not spoken of. Forgive me.
I see by your garb that you have been promoted.
Ah, yes. The High Priest, in his grace, made me his second. And my rank is not the only thing he has changed. You must see the temple.
You will give me a tour?
Of course, of course. At the moment of your pleasure. Ready to see our beautiful temple?
After you, Menehet. Or is it Servant of the goddess.
Menehet will do, for one as good as family.
This is far from the sorry ruin of my last visit.
Yamu now plays constant host to ceremonies showing our rustic way of life, which attract many visitors with more gold than sense.
Prescription well suited to Alexandrians. How does this sit with your faith?
I confess that my thoughts are sometimes uneasy.
Oh, vanquished by a gang of ruffians, huh? Silent as gifts.
Uncle Bayek! Uncle Bayek! Hello, Uncle.
Jewels of my life, why have you left your mother's side?
Pick me up, Uncle Bayek!
Ah, see now, there's no need to attack a man from behind. We're not numbering him 4-1, huh?
You taught us to secure every advantage possible over a Tander's foe.
Yes. And I am very dangerous! Hide well, for the wanderer stalks your path!
Oh, Panicero.
Keba, what in the name of the gods are you doing down there?
I wanted to hide, but now I can't get back out. I'm scared.
Stay calm. I will help you out of there. This way. Through the tunnel.
Thank you, Uncle Bayek.
Go straight home to your mother. She will be worried.
You will meet your end.
Solis! Stay back!
You found me. Your turn to hide.
Come away from there, Naila. You're getting in the priest's way. Ayla, are you following me?
You might get lost without me. It's a big temple.
Hier, Diogen. Zet me gek mijn hersen. En Gerrit, doe het Jacob.
Your father wants you to go home.
And I prefer to stay with you.
Asina, you must come down from here.
This would be a good place to watch the stars.
Only the priests are permitted here. You know that. Hush. Come down now. We can watch stars from the riverbank.
Are you going to sleep with...
That's the last of the children. I will tell Menehet that the children are safe.
Look at this. Fraud abounds in your market. And you claim you can do nothing?
The dealings of the market are beyond me. Speak rather to the offending merchant.
Priest, you have proven as false as your mummies.
Menehet, your brood is delivered safely home.
Thank you, friend.
What did that fool want with you?
Some visitors, having purchased religious objects, are angry when our village has no more dead cats to sell them. Though not a merchant, I am often the means by which the aggrieved snuff their anger.
This matter needs a firm hand.
Iano, sen.
Shemeni Nesu. Tenate.
Nachte. Hier en bed.
Please! My husband is in danger. I need your help. Medjay, help me. I will pay you.
What do you need?
Last night, my dear husband Claudius took a boat out to see the ruins across the lake. He has not returned. None of these brutes honor a wife's pain. I beg you.
I will seek him out.
Do be quick. I will await you here.
Claudius.
You? Crocodile can talk? Always something new. to... Hey, you! Hello! Stay where you are! Crocodile can talk? Always something new. Why are you so angry? Oh God. I think I'm going to...
Scene of death. I should investigate. way!
This looks like a child made it.
These cat mummies are false!
I won't pay 1 drachma for this. This looks like a child made it.
Do you know anything of flawed mummies sold to tourists?
If you are not here to buy, I have no time for your questions.
Menehet, the priest, is concerned about the...
And I am concerned about my business, so keep your distance.
These cat mummies are false!
Tell me of the fake mummies being sold here.
I have no desire to be dragged into this.
Menehet sent me. Your silence is an insult to his holy office.
I wish to anger neither him nor the gods. We are forced to sell items of lesser quality, or see our stalls destroyed.
Who is behind this?
I can say no more now. Let us meet tonight, where the village turns to farmland.
This looks like a child made it. Decision gerecht.
My friend, I am glad to see you have kept our appointment. Come, sit with me and share a drink of wine.
I do not have time for that.
It is a beautiful night. Let us enjoy the coolness of the air for a moment before turning to business.
Merchant, I am not here to take in the air. Who is behind the traffic of false icons?
Well, you see, it is no simple story. There are many involved in this terrible affair, but they would all tell you the same thing. Pity the trusting man, for he suffers great pain. Seek evil, and you will always find it.
This was a worthy fighter. A shame his curiosity will be fatal.
His path to knowledge is perilous.
Once thank you.
A man who fights as well as you can perhaps afford to be trusting.
Talk, or you will meet the same fate as your friends.
That will not be necessary. Among the dunes, southeast of here, is the bandit camp where the fake mummies are made. I suppose you would go and destroy it now.
Better I smash the camp than your head. Destroying these forgeries will earn the favor of the gods. What is this as Ra lives? What a disgrace. Whoa. Boom.
Hey, wait!
No chance against you.
Hey!
Going to kill you!
What do you think
Hurry!
you're doing?
Here!
Clear off! What are you playing?
Dire, Dio che
Sembra
guarded. Be careful now.
Hey, what?
Die!
Hey, wait!
Hey.
Your time has come! Well in range!
Hey! Die!
Target lined up!
Wind is picking up. Not good. That's wind. Sandstorm coming. Best keep my mouth closed. Whoa. Whoa. Magi have a duty to the gods. We must be strong and ready to fight. But we must only fight when it is just.
I'll practice hard, Papa. I want to be strong and hunt like you do.
You are already better with your weapons than many men. You will make a fine Magi, son.
Like Mom says, may your victories multiply.
the divine lion, the powerful one. Her breath formed the desert, the fiercest of hunters. She leads the armies of the Pharaoh into battle. Yeah.
Welcome. Welcome to Letopolis. Dream of the great Tahaka. A new life awaits. Welcome. Welcome to Letopolis. I never forget a face, and I have not seen yours before.
I'm looking for Tahaka.
You found it! Your new home! A miracle of a man's labor. The great work begins!
No, that's not...
You just don't know it yet. We give every new arrival a house. Only dig it out and help with the public works. A fresh start.
I'm not here to live in these tough sands.
Speak to some of our new inhabitants, like Nehi. He can tell you how liberating it is to leave the past behind.
I cannot shed my past like a snake sheds his skin.
This entire city was lost to the cruel desert in the time of our ancestors. But the great Tahaka rediscovered it.
Game on you.
My decision göre.
Ah. How can I ease the burdens of an old friend?
Tonight, we will stage a grand spectacle. Our goddess Sekhmet defends the people against Isfet's chaos.
But Pamu, our champion, is nowhere to be found. The High Priest will judge me responsible for his absence.
I'll have a look.
Sekhmet bless you. His home is near the market, but check the tavern first.
It pains me to ask you for a further favor.
Pamu does like a drink now and again.
شعاد we're innocent.
Nachte, hier in Berg.
خرب بالدخان.
شمني تسوق. تنادي. This must be Pamu. Ugh. The man stinks of beer.
Oh, thank you. I've been trying to get him to leave for hours.
Get out of my way! Did you hear where the bandits meant to go?
Oh, the leader told the army to meet him at...
Menahet.
That is Pamu! What has happened to him?
His passion for toasting Sekhmet has exceeded his head for drink.
This is a disaster! People have come from the Red Land and the Black to see him fight!
If a fight is all that is needed, I could replace him.
Of course, Magi. You honor yourself in saving me from disgrace. Speak to the High Priest in the temple courtyard. He will take care of the rest.
Your Holiness, I am here to fight for Sekhmet.
You're not Pamu. He was meant to play Sekhmet.
Pamu is... ill. He is recovering at the temple.
Fine. Follow me.
Though this is a friendly bout, you must stay vigilant.
Do not fear. Sekhmet will receive a fine tribute.
We give thanks for your presence on this sacred night. We invite your witness on the solemnity of our custom. Should malice cling too strongly to your hearts, Isfet, the evil one, shall smite the goddess. And condemn Yamu to 100 seasons of darkness. But Should your hearts be pure, the goddess shall favor us, shielding us from the obscurity of chaos! Let the battle
Chase away our
begin!
bad luck!
Since time unknown, Sekhmet the lioness has shielded us from Isfet's greed. Isfet was once husband to Ma'at, goddess of honor. Tampering with her scales of judgment, he grew fat on the souls of mortals. Ma'at cast him out of the hall of justice. In his hunger, he returned. But Sekhmet knew his heart and guarded the door against him. Their battle lasted 20 days and nights before Sekhmet subdued the Lord of Chaos. The lioness's fangs will cleave the darkness. Look, his weapon is bathed in Sekhmet's fire. Sekhmet's might enlivened your arm. The warrior of Sekhmet back chaos. Look, his weapon is bathed in Sekhmet's fire. Warrior of Sekhmet,
before the goddess!
stand proud! The goddess protects her favorite from every impurity. The lioness's fangs will cleave
which
the
one is
darkness.
Sekhmet and which one is Isfet?
Sekhmet's might enlivens your arm. The lioness's fangs will cleave the darkness. Look, his weapon is bathed in Sekhmet's fire. The warrior of Sekhmet beats back chaos. Sekhmet's might enlivened your arm. Look, his weapon is bathed in Sekhmet's fire. Sekhmet's might enlivened your arm. The warrior of Sekhmet beats back chaos. The lioness's fangs will cleave the darkness. Look, his weapon is bathed in Sekhmet's fire. The warrior of Sekhmet beats back chaos. The lioness's fangs will cleave the darkness. Enliven your arm. His weapon is bathed in Sekhmet's fire. Sekhmet's might enliven your arm. The lioness's fangs will cleave the darkness. The warrior of Sekhmet beats back chaos. The lioness's fangs will cleave the darkness. Look, his weapon is Sekhmet.
I could swear you were the Blood Eater herself.
The priest's recounting of the battle between the goddess and Isfet was new to me.
It is a tale of his own invention. You will not hear it outside Yamu. Would that you'd agree to stay with us longer. But I know that greater duties call you.
I'll say goodbye to the children before I leave.
Do so. They'll miss you. You are always welcome in Yamu, whenever your journeys bring you to our gnome.
Keep the mask and staff of the goddess as poor tokens of our respect. بدك آني خيط. يعني إني سجريت. نرضيو. يرديو. سبخ الخوات. Hey now.
Whoa.
You are dead!
I should not be seen in this area.
There you are!
Here is the Book of the Dead. Becca will be pleased. Now to return the book to the old man.
thought you could steal from me?
Is it stealing if you rob a thief?
I took it for my father.
You will pay, corpse!
Has your father left us?
His good life is over. He was too weak to live till your return.
May he be conducted in peace.
He was in despair that his cow would not join my mother's.
Where is his body? It is not too late.
You are a blessing from the gods. He receives the rites in the small temple.
Old man, your book. May it guide you to your wife's side. Strange to see bodies left out like this. The embalmer must know more. Huh? It is a shame to see 3 dead left neglected. What happened?
They were just brought here, Medjay. A family struck down by the sword. Only the daughter, Iras, survived. She carried them here one by one. Poor girl. All by herself now. A tragic story.
Tragic indeed. Where is she now?
You can find her on the abandoned date farm near the road where her family died.
This Iras sounds like a woman worth meeting. Soldiers. They must be looking for Iras. Best lay low. And hope she does too.
Hey, hold on. Drop you dead. Hey now! I see you! You're finished! Hey!
She's in you well. I pray none of the soldiers heard that. Hail in peace, Iras. All I want is to speak with you.
The last man to say so. Murdered my family.
I've come to help you, Iras.
How do you come to know my name?
A priest told me of you.
Ah. My kin have owned this land for centuries, but left it barren until now. A soldier came to us, saying his master held a deed of sale. My father refused to concede the property. Then, well, the rest is as you know it.
What will you do?
The farm is my birthright. I will work it as long as I can.
I can ensure you are not harassed by soldiers.
You may try. The villa they spoke of lies northwest of here, on the road to Alexandria. I must carry out my father's dream. If you fail, tell the world I died preserving my family's legacy!
Hey! Not going anywhere!
This area is off limits. not to draw attention here.
Wait a minute. Hey! Die, idiot!
A letter on fine papyrus. Sophronios. Yet another man made butcher for the sake of wealth. God help me. I am coming for you, Aya.
Clear off now! Watch out! Hey, hold on, you!
Aí, Sissi! Conosci nella...
Get out of my
business with the family.
Move! Do it! Nothing gets through.
Going, I see you!
To a pitiful existence. I will tell Iras of this, if I see her again.
Lost your breath.
Oran vurimi timi kanaste ina exceltis.
Oran vunimi timi kanaste ina exceltis.
Get out of the way! Hey!
Serapis. The snake will get his answer.
I wrote this!
All right.
How will I find Aya among all these endless scrolls? All right. Serapis. Now what? Where is Aya?
Ah, Serapis. I wrote a tragic comic pastoral epic centered on him.
Ah.
You'll buy, I guess. Aya's eager to see you.
She said.
Quickly, follow me. I am sorry, my good fellow. You appear to be drunk. This library is for serious scholars only. She is in hiding.
Who are you?
Ah, interested in Homeric verse, eh? This way, please. I am Aya's cousin, Phanos.
Ah, yes, Vanos. Nice to meet you in person. Tell me what is happening with Aya. Why are you being so discreet?
Gennadios sent his men on a house-to-house search. Often they drag people into the street and torture them for information. Typical of the system we live under.
Gennadios.
A monster. The Philokitai of Alexandria. He is ravaging the city to find her.
And where is she now?
I have a very powerful friend, Apollodorus. No doubt you have heard of him.
I have not.
You will. In any case, he made a hiding place available to Aya after she ran into trouble.
But what happened? You do not answer me.
It is a mess of political intrigue. She will explain all, fear not.
Huh? Look! There's Vanos! He thinks he's a poet!
The modern Sophocles.
This is as far as I go. The way to Aya is found in the monument ahead.
Right there. Have a little faith.
I missed you.
Never again should we spend months apart. We only have each other. Without him, what?
Let us be together. Us two. Each to each.
I have news.
You are scarred by justice.
I bludgeoned Medunamun with this.
I hate that we have to do these things. But I am grateful that you did.
If I am honest, I took pleasure in it. I've missed your touch.
I have missed touching you. I killed as well. Actaeon. I hunted him down and discovered a mask in his room. When he returned, I forced him to wear it. Then I thrust this knife through his eye slits.
But Aya...
But I was careless. Another of the masked ones tracked me to my home. It was even more difficult.
We have one more. Then, we will be done.
Look at this. I took it from Actaeon. Apollodorus tells me it is a papyrus from the Royal Council, which means the snake is in Ptolemy's court.
How does this Apollodorus know these things?
He has informants everywhere, because of his work with Cleopatra.
But Cleopatra? She's been declared a criminal.
By her treacherous brother, yes. She plans to take back the throne. She wants the snake dead as much as we do. And she trusts me. She gave me this to slit his throat. It's an ancient blade that killed the tyrant Xerxes. A weapon of justice.
Ingenious. Ah. I will go to the palace and discover who uses the seal of the snake. And I will use this.
You'll find plenty of information at the Royal Scribe's office. He spends his time at the bathhouse. Go search the palace while he's away.
What's this?
That leads to the docks. I can't believe Thanos had you go through the pit.
And you?
I cannot leave here as long as Gennadios walks the streets. He is determined to kill me.
In addition to the snake, I will see what I can learn of this Gennadios, and silence him.
Discover who this snake is, and show him the face of death. I'll meet you at the Paneum when you have killed both the snake and Gennadios.
My heart aches until I see you again.
As does mine, my love.